your life, and you find yourself making every thought, every feeling and emotion of your life. If you ever wanted to make a change, you wanted to lose weight, you wanted to transform your relationship, you wanted to make a shift financially in your life, and you find yourself making progress but pulling back, or never really even getting started, just being excited about it for a while, talking about it but not really following through, then there's something there, something that affects the way you follow through, something that affects the quality of your life. And I'm here to tell you there's two things that control everything in your life. Every thought, every feeling, every emotion, every action you have in your life, what you're wearing today, whether you're going to turn this off within a few minutes or whether you're going to stick with me here for 2 or 3 minutes, is all controlled by two things: your beliefs and your values. Whatever you believe, if you think life is just a waste of time, doesn't matter what you do, or you're big boned, then obviously you're not going to go for it. You're not going to try to lose weight. You're not going to go push for that next level of your career or your finances or your relationship or anything else. Beliefs control us, but so do our values. Some people, value just kicking back. Some people value making it happen. Some people value their family the most. Some people value love. But you know what the real challenge is? We have values in conflict. When you really want to make a difference in the world, or you really want to do well for your family, or you really want to do well financially. Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Taco Tuesday. Hope everybody's feeling good, feeling amazing. I see the dreamers in the building. Cedric, it's good to see you. Let's go. Raj in the building. Lovely. Good morning. Starting a new halfway through April. Yes, today's April 16th. This month is literally flying by. We knew it. April was going to be an absolute movie going out to AZ, but don't worry, those that didn't get a chance to go, we've got some more exciting trips coming up. We've got Punta Cana. We've got going out I was actually just over there in DR literally a couple days ago, so I can tell you it is absolutely beautiful and a trip and experience that nobody wants to miss. And then after that, after everybody's got their passports ready, we are going to Monterrey, Mexico. So packed out year, everything is lined up, everything is ready to go. So I'm excited to see it. I'm fired up. This is what it's all about, right? Having a vision, having things to wake up excited every single day for. This is key. Even for myself over the years, I've noticed this is one of the biggest things that's been able to keep me going is having things to be ecstatic for waking up, right? Because that's where a lot of the fire comes from, is moving towards goals, right? Checking things off the list. And that's what today's going to be about, is getting clear on our desires. Here we go. Love it. So it's going to be a great topic for today. But as always, let's drop down a little bit of gratitude. How's everybody feeling for the morning? Cedric, yes, we've got some big plans ahead. Let me know what's a little bit of gratitude coming into the day. As always, so grateful to be alive. Thankful to be able to move these things. Grateful for God. So thankful for the dream team. So grateful to be experiencing everything that's happening right now, right? We've got the halving coming up in literally a couple of days, a couple of hours. It is approaching by the minute. There's never been a better time to get plugged into crypto, to get plugged into these skill sets, because people are going to go back in the history books and write about these times right now. And here we are with the right information, the right people, the right skill sets to take advantage of all of this. So it's documented. It's going to be written in the books, and I'm grateful to be able to experience it with you all. We got Yano in the building. My boy Trunks, it's good to see you. Johnny, Jojo, good morning, fam. It's good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Yes, love it. So let's go ahead and get into today. Short and sweet. I've seen a lot of abundance flowing in the chats. Mr. James Wright, Jojo has got products slapping on the store. We got kachings coming out. We've got all things boiling in all areas in a good way. Love to see it. So here we go. Today's topic, getting clear on our desires. We actually touched on this on the call yesterday, but I thought it's a great time to double back on it. Because for me, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite second Bibles that I go back to all the time, and it's just one of those books that I bring with me everywhere that I go. I've done it for years, ever since I've realized how important this book was to somebody like Bob Proctor. And I can tell you, there's a reason why this book outside of the Bible has created more millionaires than any other book that's ever been written, because this is the sauce right here. People are always looking for the secret. A lot of them actually lie, right here inside of this book. And this book lays it out beautifully in about 6 simple steps. So today, I'd like to go through these 6 steps, short and sweet, but something that you can not only take and learn, take action with, but be able to go ahead and duplicate with new members, with your team as you guys develop and grow. So this is good. It's going to be something that's used for the long term. So number 1, the first tip that he talks about inside of Think and Grow Rich, when it comes to, let me drop a 3 down below if you guys are looking to go ahead and manifest your desires. If you guys are looking to go ahead and turn dreams into reality for the year of 2024, let me know if we're on the same page, because this is exactly the formula that Napoleon Hill gives. And this information, they didn't want him to let this out. In fact, they tried to do a lot of negative things for him even trying to elaborate on this information. But here it is. Number 1, he talks about getting clear on the exact amount of money that we desire. Now, some people are like, well, D, I don't know if I want to talk about money, right? Money's not everything. Well, here's the deal. Money's kind of like oxygen, right? It's one of those things. Without it, it's hard to be able to breathe. Well, without money, it's hard to be able to live, right? Because money ends up dictating a lot of things. It dictates where we go to school, where we live, what we eat, right? Especially the food. This all of these things end up coming down to, a lot of them come down to money, right? If we have health problems, God forbid, and somebody needs healthcare, maybe our grandparents, money's important. Money's a huge tool. So there's a reason why Napoleon Hill really gets in depth about getting clear on the amount of money that we desire. So you don't have to go ahead and drop it down in the chat for 2024, because everybody's goals, everybody's number, it's going to be different. And that's okay. That's the beautiful part about success, is it's built to be custom to you, right? So number 1 is, what is that amount? Are you looking to go ahead and make 6 figures? Are you guys looking to hit an X amount in your e-commerce store, inside of your trading account? That's number 1. Okay. When we know what the number is, I remember for myself, my goal was 6 figures. I wanted to hit 6 figures trading. I wanted to hit 6 figures inside of the markets. And that was my definite goal. That was my desire. And now I went through all 6 of these steps, and this is exactly how I did it. This is how I saw many others do it. And this is a formula that anybody can apply, as long as we're open-minded and willing to go ahead and learn. So this is key. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is going to be, actually drop a 1 down below if you guys have it down. If you guys have the exact amount of money that you guys desire for the year. And here's the cool part. This training, this is bigger than just money. This is just one example. This is just one. You can use this for, how do you want your body to look like? What do you want the relationship with your creator to go and turn into? Okay? So let's just use money for an example, just for this role play. So here's number 2. The second question he talks about is, what are we willing to give up? Or what are we willing to let go? Right? For me, I know for me, when I was starting out this journey, a lot of my closest friends, my closest circle, they didn't see what I saw. A lot of them were making fun of me. Here I am making $3 trades and $5 trades. And they're like, D, why would you waste so much time to go and make $3 or $5? Because they didn't understand. I tell you guys all the time, I saw what some of our mentors were making, and that $3, $5 would just had a couple of zeros on it. And they always told me, D, the only difference between us and you is just time. We've been looking at it a little bit longer than you. So I understood a couple of different things. I had to let go of some things in order to really be able to take these skill sets to the next level. And one of those things was, I had to give up my negative circle of influence for a period of time in my life, right? If you guys have some individuals that have been in your circle that maybe don't believe in you, that maybe don't see what you see, it's okay to take some time to yourself. It's okay to go ahead and lock yourself in the dungeon, shut the doors, and really take these skill sets to the next. That's what I had to do. I was sleeping in my car when I first started learning this. But I told myself, if I got to go to the store, I got to go to the dollar store, get a dollar notebook, and I get to go through these academy videos. I get to get on these live sessions and ask questions. I was willing to give up a couple of different things. I was willing to give up my negative circle of influence, to go ahead and fill it in with the new, right? Imagine we have a garage and it's filled with all of this trash. Well, in order to be able to go ahead and have a beautiful new garage, it takes being able to take out that trash so we can accept the new. So for me, I had to give up the negative circle of influence, the negative beliefs that were surrounded me. Okay, number two, I had to give up all of the things that weren't serving me in my life. For me, the video games, my Xbox had to go. My TV subscriptions, my Netflix subscriptions that I had in college had to go. I literally was so broke, but I was so serious to really get started and take these skill sets to a point where I could not only do this part-time, where I could eventually do this full-time. I sold my TV, sold my Xbox to get started, to get access to this information. So I've heard it all over the years. D, I love what you're doing, but I don't have the time. I don't have the money. Seems like one of those things. You guys are going to see all these objections. You're going to hear it over and over again. But you know what's interesting? I experienced every one of these. I didn't have the money. I didn't know if I had the time. I was working 60, 70 plus hours a week before I graduated. So I experienced, I thought this was a scam as well, until I started to see, number one, a triangle, one of those things. This is every job in America, right? Number two, time. Those that think they don't have time, this is the reason why we need to get locked in so we can go ahead and open up our time. And those that don't think they have the money, we all have the money. The problem is most of us don't know how to spend it. So what are we willing to give up to go up? And you guys can go ahead and drop it down below, whatever that might be for you, right? In this season, it's so important to stay locked in and tunnel vision focus. And number three talks about establishing a date that we want that we want to go ahead and achieve the money that we desire. Number one, what is the date that we're looking to go ahead and hit it by? And here's the cool part about dates. Okay. I've had goals where I've set dates. I've had goals where I didn't set dates. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm not necessarily worried. If anybody hits the date, that's okay. I've had a lot of dates where I wrote it down and the date came and the goal wasn't hit by then. But I can tell you one major thing that I've been able to realize that having a date with goals do. You see, they create pressure. And with pressure, that's the only way that real diamonds are created. You see, I believe the work that we would do in a month versus the work that we could do in 6 months can literally be compressed into a smaller time frame. It's so true. So establishing a date, what is the amount of money that we're looking for by the end of the year? Let's just say that by December 31st. Plenty of time left. We're in the second quarter right now. And this is something that's important to be able to strive to wake up and see, to be able to have a vision that we're going towards every day, because now we can go ahead and methodically plan this out. You see, somebody that wants to make 6 figures, how much money is that? That's right above $8,000 a month. So now we can start planning out our streams of income, how to go ahead and structure that. Imagine this. Imagine if some of you maybe make $4,000, $5,000 at your job right now. How much of a game changer would it be to make an additional $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 part-time? Drop a 777 down below if that would be a game changer inside of your life. Without a doubt. An extra $600 a month would be huge. You know what they say? An extra 600. Forget about the thousands. They say an extra $600 a month would have been able to literally stop and help 70% minimum of divorces. Just an extra $500-$600 a month in the household. That's just the small stuff. Imagine if we stretch this out a little bit. So don't be afraid to dream much bigger, much sooner. All right, stick with me. We're almost done. Where we at? Number 5? Here's number 5. Love this one. This is where it gets real, right? This is where it gets emotional. 5 says, writing a statement of the amount, the time limit of acquisition, and state what you will give in return. So we have the statement amount. Write a statement of the amount. We're looking to go ahead and make whatever it is, an extra, let's just say by November. By the time Monterrey, Mexico, maybe you want to make an additional $5,000 a month by then. Is that possible? Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind whether any single one of you can go out and make an additional $5,000 a month in the next roughly around 6 months. Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind. So that's number one, writing a statement of the amount. Number two is the time limit of acquisition. Okay, so we have about 6 month time frame to go ahead and make this happen. Next, state what we will give in return. You see, success is very methodical. Business is extremely methodical. You know what they say about McDonald's? McDonald's can predict how many cheeseburgers they're going to sell January 1st, and they can get it literally within hundreds of cheeseburgers by the end of the year. Why? Because business is predictable. You guys realize that we can set percentages. What's the percentage we want to make in our trading account for the week to go ahead and achieve that goal? How many items do we need to sell per month to go ahead and hit this goal in the next 6 months? How many individuals do we need to talk to every day to go ahead and expose to hit these ranks in the next amount of time? Everything is methodical. Everything can be planned out day by day, week by week, month by month, so we can go ahead and check the list and move the needle forward every night that we go to sleep. This is something that's helped me out tremendously, is being able to have a to-do list, checking it off every day that we go to sleep. And I can promise you guys every day that we just wake up and we lay each brick as best as we can lay. As we look back, 90 days, 6 months, the empire that we're going to build, the greatness that's going to be manifested, it's all done just like that, just by laying each brick every day as best we can lay it. So that's huge. Okay, number 6, last but not least, is right here. Read this statement aloud 2 times before we go to sleep and once every morning that we wake up. It's kind of like the goal card Napoleon Hill talks about, because every time that we read this statement, we're doing 2 things. We're not only priming the conscious mind, but we're also priming the subconscious mind. Because if you study the greats like Bob and Napoleon, they all say that some of the 2 most important parts of our day is the morning and the nighttime. Because what we impress our mind the first thing in the morning and what we impress in our mind right before we go to sleep, a lot of the times plays a huge role inside of our life. This is why I don't go to sleep just by myself. I go to sleep listening to audios because I want to prime the subconscious mind. And even going back through this training again, this is a great reminder for myself to get back to the statement card, to get back through reading this twice a nighttime and getting up and reading this as soon as we get up in the morning. And as we read this, as we feel it, as we believe it, it's like we already have it. We don't have to wait for it. We can feel it as if it's already here. And this is the secret that a lot of the greats continuously stress over and over again. So fam, if this one made sense, let me see some 7s down below. If we're ready to go ahead and apply these 6 beautiful, masterful keys to go ahead and turn these dreams into reality, because this is it. This is the sauce. So many are looking for the secret. So many are looking for that one major nugget, that one major gem. A lot of us hear the similar things over and over and over again, and there's a reason for that, right? Success leaves clues, but until we can get aligned, and as we go and learn and get experience, this is the stage, right? First we get knowledge, then we get experience, and that experience leads to wisdom. And that's the goal right here. That's what we're all doing. We're taking the knowledge, we're getting experience, we're learning from it, we're growing, and we're gaining wisdom to go out and be the best of service that we can be. So dreamers, I appreciate you. Hope you got a ton of value from this call. Smash that like button, drop some 7s down below if you guys did, and let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. We've got some huge calls coming up today. Shane and Selena are going to be throwing down the sauce, so stay tuned. And tonight, we've got our Tuesday product call. Wednesday skill sets will be following up tomorrow. So get ready. We will see you guys tonight in a couple hours. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's go out and turn these dreams into reality. See you soon, fam. Let's get to work. It's game time. Let's grow.